And let me bring in my friends from Instagram. Let's bring in Instagram. Peace, peace, peace. What's up? What's good? What's happening? Instagram. Okay, I'm doing this a little bit different today. I'm using StreamYard. I guess plug for StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard so that I can reach more folks. And it looks like we are good to go and on. What's happening? This is Daily Motivation Live with Coach Bay. We're a week out from the launch. And today I want to talk to you about something that really resonates with me. Um, and that is, how do you win in the face of adversity? This week has been a heck of a week. And as you notice, I haven't been on with the lives for a few days. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I think it's important for us to just focus a little bit sometimes on what happens in many times when life keeps life, right? How do you win when things go wrong, right? So last week, about a week ago, not about a week ago, but a week ago, my book launch. Big shout out to everybody who's been supporting me. You know, the ebooks are coming off the shelves, the paperbacks coming off the shelves, the audio book, people grabbing the audio book. So I just want to give a big shout of much love, much respect to everybody who supported me in this journey and actually purchasing the book. But more than anything, I want to thank those that are sharing the book with someone else because that's really the biggest goal. I mean, obviously, I want to reach 1 million people and all that kind of stuff, but the big thing is let's give these answers, let's give some of this love and jewels to people other than ourselves. Let's share the love. You know, a lot of times people kind of hoard love. Let's share the love. So big shout out to everybody who bought it, but also big shout out to everybody who shared it. But how do you win? So this week, you know, I'm not gonna give you the boohoo, the sob story, but we're gonna go through what this week has looked like. So we launched last week was a tremendous week. Father's Day, my birthday, the book launched. You know, so we launched on Wednesday, and on Friday, let's fast forward to Friday. Friday, I had an appointment with my daughter. She had it's called a phrenectomy, and I never heard of the word phrenectomy, but basically it's it's releasing a tongue tie or a lip tie, basically this little thing that you have in the bottom of your lip or the top of your lip. Sometimes that thing just holds back your lip or your tongue. So we have this procedure, and this procedure is about a couple of hours away. So I'm a couple of hours away. My wife and I, with the baby, it's an unpleasant procedure. Let's just say that for my 1 month old in the office, I get a phone call, and the phone call comes from the daycare where my son is, who is 2 years old. So whenever you get that phone call, it's just like, oh wow, what's going on? So pick up the phone. She's trying to be calm, but basically my son falls on his arm. At that point, we had no idea what was going on. She had no idea what was going on, but she knew that he was hurt. Nothing life threatening, but ultimately he ended up breaking a couple bones in his arm. and from and we're 2 hours away. So from that moment until yesterday, we're going through the whole storm of basically getting him the attention that he needs. You know, I've got my other daughter who is 5 years old, who's, you know, she's very concerned and she's in school. And, you know, so this just been a crazy, crazy week. On top of that, I had an event that was happened on Saturday, but because of everything that's going on with my son, wasn't able to attend more than anything. But at the same time, what was crazy was you know, there was a supplier that was going to give me some things that I needed for that particular event prior to everything going on with my son. Didn't come through. Amazon, we had an issue with Amazon in terms of them providing the actual physical books. They didn't come through, right? So there was a lot of things going on last week that really just kind of disrupted my normal flow, but I'm still winning. I'm still winning. And that's my message to you. My message to you is when things go wrong, you must keep pushing forward. Was it stressful? Hell yeah, it was stressful. A lot was going on, a lot of uncertainty. But the thing that I was certain about is I am not going to stop. I'm not going to quit. And this is going to happen. I have my book. Amazon finally delivered. I'm going to share this with you. I was going to share it with my munchkins, but sometimes the munchkins, they can just be a little bit too overzealous, let's just say. But physical books finally showed up, and I want to do this with you. I'm cutting this open just so you know, because I haven't cut this open, right? And inside this box are the physical books. Um, all the time, all the energy, all the effort, all the stress. My wife and all of her support. She is extremely beautiful in so many ways, but it's just been a really tough time. But we're still winning. That's the main thing. Keep moving, no matter what, right? And when you keep moving, beautiful things can happen. I'm gonna open this up and see what's inside. Fresh out the box. Ooh, wait. Ooh. Design life, live your dream. You have the ability to design your life, live your dream. Things are going to happen. Life is going to keep lifing. Things are going to get in the way. You're going to have obstacles. But what do you do when those obstacles arise? What do you do? Do you quit? See, many times we have a lot of reasons, a lot of excuses for why we can't get it done. It's so much easier to quit. It's so much easier to give up. It's so much easier to go ahead and pack it in. It's a lot harder to keep on moving. So I suggest, I encourage you, hopefully motivate and inspire you to keep moving. You have the ability to design your life. And in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So last week I did something different with the podcast. And what I did with the podcast was I went live and we talked about the book launch because it was a special day. But we getting back to the podcast, the normal programming, and I thought it was appropriate because I've got so many things that was going on this week. Is to kind of continue that theme of what happens when things go wrong. Sometimes we just need to just get started and not wait for it to be perfect. So today we are airing at 3 p.m. Pacific time, the 18th episode of Design Your Life, the podcast. It'll be on YouTube. And this will actually be the first recording of Design Your Life, Live Your Dream. And I was actually going through it. And the crazy thing is it was the first recording and it's super rough. There's all kinds of issues. There was some technical issues. So when you watch it, you will see some of that. But you gotta start somewhere, right? That was the first step. And from the first step to where I am now is like night and day, and it will continue to look like that the further I go along and push along. So I just want to continue to just inspire you, motivate you, request from you to dig deep and keep on moving forward. When you watch that episode, you will see that it is not where I am today, and it's not where I will be in a month or two or three or even a year from now. So, that's a special episode. It's featuring my accountability partner, my brother, who is also my cousin, who is also my brother, Nikai Bay. And I am excited to share that with you. And despite all the technical issues or whatever might be going on, the message is the message. The jewels are the jewels, and the love is the love. And it's going to be like that. Like, what's my man Wallow say? What does he say? It is like that or something like that. I can't remember what he says because that's his line. He deserves it. But you got to keep on moving. And it's just like that. That's what he says. But you just got to keep on moving. It's going to be okay, but you got to get started. You have to start from somewhere. Like Nikai says, sometimes you just have to launch unprepared. Get started. This started from a thought. This started from a thought. This started from someone encouraging me, saying that I had a book in me. And when someone told me that I had a book in me, Nikai, when he told me I had a book in me, I wasn't necessarily like, in my mind, I'm like, what am I going to talk about? Where is this going to come from? What am I actually going to share? What do I have to share? Design your life, live your dream. You have the ability to design your life around the things that you love, you're passionate about, your talents, your goals, your aspirations. You can do it. You have it within you. There's something unique that you have that nobody else has. And this right here will help you find it if you haven't had the opportunity to find it. And if you have found it and you lost it, this will also help you regain it and really help you realize that you can get it done. You can still win. Things gonna get in the way. It's gonna happen. Life's gonna keep lifing. But you gotta keep on being a champion, regardless of what gets in your way. Remember that you are a champion. It's up to you to believe it. Design your life. Make sure you tune in YouTube, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Design Your Life podcast with Coach Bay featuring Nikai Bay. It's on Amazon. It's on KDP. It's on Audible. As it's on iTunes. Check it out. It's a cool read. It's a conversation. It's a conversation starter. It's the thing that we need to talk about more. Why are you throwing your dream away to go work for somebody else's dream and break it back? Why? Think about it. All right. I'm gone. Design your life. Live your dream, baby. We out of here. Peace.